Hey, so just before we get into the video, I wanted to explain what this is. So I asked Reddit and Steam and my friends Dark and Bryn to give lists of perks that they deemed OP or they swore were some of the best perk lists to use, and we put some of them to the test. We decided to rank them based on how useful they are and if they were creative. The creative one was more of just to kind of get an idea of how many of them had the same kind of perks, and then how they work in game was to actually see how they worked in game and if they were useful. Some of them were, some of them weren't. You'll see in the video. If you have any ideas of ones that we missed, or you think that we should go back over some of them because we did them wrong, we probably did, then drop a comment if you like this, drop a like and subscribe, and then I'll do more if this does well. If it doesn't, I'll probably do more anyway, because it was a lot of fun to do. Anyway, let's get into the video. Bryn, what perks are you running?
I am running Pop, Surge, Save the Best for Last, and Discordance.
Jeezums. Exactly where we are.
White Wall. Wait, why are you using White Wall?
Because I might lose my items. Guess I'll do a gen.
Oh no, you found me.
Oh, the borrowed time clutch! Dead on gaming.
I feel like the issue with this build though is that it is just so generic that even if we did all the testing in the world, the results would be the same. It's a good build. What would we rate this? I mean, it works, but is it creative? No. What would we give this then, out of 5?
Do you want me to give you the generic response?
Sure.
Kindred and Borrowed Time have a really good synergy, and Dead Hard helps extend chases.
I'd say as a build, I'd give it 4 out of 5. I just feel like Iron Will could probably be used, like, as a perk slot, it could be used slightly better. I don't personally know what, but I think something else would be better. So yeah, I give it 4 out of 5 in terms of how it actually works. But
Here,
then...
you want to be an Iron Will player right now? When you unhook me, when I get off, just try find me.
I'm gonna say it's not creative.
It's not that creative, it just works. Dead Hard and Sprint Burst.
Doc, we have to be running the same. There is a reason
I want to laugh at you.
No, we're doing the same because you're the one who will probably show this off better. Because I don't know how the fuck Sprint Burst or Inner Strength works.
You can't show off Dead Hard if you have Sprint Burst. It doesn't work.
Be like 900p-ish. Wait, no, I need you. Hit me. Hit me. Okay, don't hit me again. Leave me alone. I said.
Oh. And now my build can be used. Building keywords.
How does Inner Strength work?
You need to cleanse a totem!
Oh yeah! Give locker. Locker. Okay. Right. Hit me. I said hit me. Thank you. Okay. I can't Dead Hard. And I was aware of this before. I am simply pointing it out for video purposes. I'm not a dumbass. I can't Dead Hard because I'm exhausted. And this is the huge crutch of this build. What would we rate this build then? Out of 5.
Fucking shit out of 10.
I think I'm gonna give this a 2 because it's super unconventional because it essentially makes Dead Hard useless. 2 out of 5. What would we say for creativeness?
Sure is something. It takes a very creative mind to think up of something like this.
I'd say it's creative. Okay. I like seeing scratch marks, but at the same time it would get really annoying real quick. So there you go. Bond has 0.1 of a use.
one moment while I get use out of Fixated, the best solo perk in the game. Because I'm walking, I leave no scratch marks, it's insane.
Yes, lads.
Yo, the animation cancel!
360.
Well,
Okay.
easy, so I don't-
Now here's the thing. I'm probably not going to hit the skill check because I'm bad. I hit the skill check. So what would we rate this then?
3, because Fixated is... It's not entirely useless, it's just...
Mostly.
It's not very good. This build is better than shown right here though,
Did I just get trolled?
because in a normal game you're gonna be looping the killer, and you don't want to bring them towards your teammates when they're doing gens. So you
Yeah.
you use Bond to take them away.
Would we say it's creative?
Fixated. 1 on the old creativity scale.
We'll say kind of creative because it's not fully uncreative. Right, let's do the next one. The next one is the flip-flop build.
Oh hell yeah!
So,
See, this build is entertaining because there's different icons in the bottom right of my screen. It's insane.
actually, we need to go somewhere there's not a hook, like directly next to you, because otherwise this build is... The hooks aren't really spaced out, are they? They're really not spaced out. There's 3. Okay. Is it actually really difficult? What, because of, boil over?
It's barely a difference.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah. All it does is make me go from side to side a bit more
So,
brudged.
I suppose this would be more helpful if, like, there were more survivors and then you were getting, like, pushed by others.
Or no, boil over did something. Boil over's doing things.
I don't know, what would you rate this?
I kind of like it, but it's not very practical. I just think it's a
No.
funny build.
So what would you rate it out of 5 then?
I mean, for its purpose, it's like a 4 because it's not guaranteed,
Yeah.
but it works, and when it works, it's clutch.
And is it creative?
I like it. I think it's creative.
Okay. I think it is too. I mean, put it this way, it hasn't got borrowed time or decisive, and I know both of those... Actually, decisive would work in this, technically, because it is making it so you never get hooked. So it would work in this build, so the fact they didn't put it in is impressive, so I'm saying it is creative. This is a, interesting build, to say the least.
Discordance is activated.
You! I installed 2 brand new parts. It's all for naught. Yeah, no weather's really slow.
Yeah, it doesn't give any speed like I think Unbreakable gives you, does it?
I'm being trolled.
I hate the trolls.
Bye bye.
Thank you, so kind.
Oh,
You have no meta.
Yeah, but like, no myth are bad. What would we rate this?
Meme out of 10. It repairs the gen quicker, but at the cost of the entire game.
That is true. So, like a 2?
Yeah. I guess it does its job.
And is it creative? Honestly, I think it is creative, but just because it's creative doesn't mean it's good.
It certainly is summon. Give it that much.
So there we go. 5 different perk lists, tried and tested, from suggestions that were given by Steam and Reddit. This was a lot of fun. The best one, in my opinion, was the flip-flop build, which is now shown on the screen if you want a longer look at it. It was the most original out of the ones that we got, as it didn't have Decisive Strike or Borrowed Time, which I tried to avoid having Decisive Strike in these builds. We only had one of them with it. Borrowed Time was pretty impossible to avoid in this one. Almost all of them had Borrowed Time, bar maybe 3 suggestions in total. So that's one downside to a lot of them, in my opinion, is they had the same perks over and over again. But this one was the most original, and it worked pretty well. You could see on the map that we were using, Battlefield Preschool 3, the hooks were still very close together, even with 2 petrified oaks. And that was the main issue with this build, in my opinion, was that it relied quite heavily on you not being near a hook, but on certain maps, that's almost impossible. But then again, if you get into a good location, because you have good map awareness, then you could potentially never get hooked, which was a statement that the original Reddit post made. We couldn't prove it, because obviously every killer plays different, placement worries become a thing, but I think that, although it's a bold statement, I think it can be true in some cases, and that's why we gave it the score we did, and that's why I think it is the best build out of all the ones we showed. But anyway, if you've enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, comment your own suggestions or something we should maybe try differently with our testing. If you want to see this with a full custom game, let us know, and if we do another one of these, we'll do that. So yeah,